I love live videos, but because of how my kids are, it's really difficult for me to do live videos. But I just really wanted to adjust. Sorry, I just really want to. This one is pinching me here. I'm saying nonsense now. I really just want to address something that's really bothering me for a while now. Where everybody, almost, if you're Nigerian and you haven't seen what is going on in Nigeria at the moment, the internet is on fire. A lot of things are happening that I am kind of, I don't know how to say it, because I have families there. I have siblings, my parents are in Nigeria and all that, and that is my beloved country we're talking about. But too much nonsense has just been going on of recent. Like every day I come on the internet, on Instagram, I see one thing or the other. And nothing positive. Of recent, things have just been happening. And we're still in the pandemic. So I don't understand. I'm really feeling very sad about everything going on. Okay, let's start with the bandits that are kidnapping people, the kidnaps, the killing, the university students that were killed, the bandits kidnapped them and all that. And the latest one now that's really shaking the internet at the moment is this popular actor, Baba Ijesha. I never knew him anyway. I heard he's a Yoruba actor. That's, I don't want to say the word, that took advantage of a minor. Not just because the girl in question is 14 years. I heard this has happened 7 years ago. And the funny thing is, a lot of people are still doubting and supporting him and thinking that what he did was right, that he was set up and all that. I don't know. Maybe some of you might not understand this story I'm talking about. It's all over Instagram. That is what is on board now. As if that was not enough, then the case of a young girl in Uyo, or is it Calabar, who went job seeking and was raped, murdered, and buried. What is really going on? These are just so much stuff going on at the same time. It's really, really, really painful. I don't even know what to think about all this. Like, I know nowhere is safe. Yeah, nowhere in the world is safe. Everywhere has their own problems and all that. But of recent, Nigeria is just becoming something else. Sis Faith, I'm telling you, this is becoming so unbearable. As in, hey, I'm talking. This is becoming so unbearable. Anytime you just go on the internet, you hear one story or the other. Not good story, sad stories. Hey guys, out, go outside now. So I decided to just address it this evening. Hey, go out. As for the case of this Yoruba actor that defied a minor, yeah, they said it happened 7 years ago, and the foster mother, the comedian, I know the comedian Princess, said, okay, they noticed that the girl's behavior was changing and all that, but they couldn't pin what was wrong. This little girl might be afraid, or she was warned not to reveal to anybody and all that. Okay, let's just keep aside that one that happened 7 years ago. So now this girl is 14, and this was the time I learned the foster mother really heard about what happened back then. As in, she could get it out of the girl at last that this was what happened back then. And she said, wow, under my own nose, under my roof, someone I took as a friend, a close past, someone I'd be happy and all that. No. You know how it is in our society, especially in Nigeria, they hardly believe these rape victims. Like, there's always this doubt. People always doubt them and all that. So she had to have a concrete evidence. So she said she invited this guy over to her place. But this is someone, I don't know, maybe they've been meeting each other's. But she said for the last 7 years, this guy hasn't been to her house, if I heard correctly. So she invited him to really get hard evidence. Because this contribute with the evidence on ground now. A lot of people are still supporting this guy, saying it's all a setup and all that. Okay, she invited him to her place. So they had plans to get him at it. You understand? So I think the little girl was briefed of everything. We want to be sure if this story you gave us is true. So let's catch him red-handed so it doesn't have any cause to deny it. And a CCTV camera was set in her house and all that. They didn't go far. So I'm just trying to replay this story for those who don't know what I'm talking about. So they set a camera for to catch this guy. Yeah, you know, before now, people have been requesting for evidence. They want to see the video that they don't believe until they see the video and all that. And this woman, because there's a minor involved, they didn't want to release the video. But because she's saying it with the words of the mouth, nobody wants to believe her. Even after she uploaded the video of the guy begging when he was caught with his fly open and all, people said he was confessing under duress, that maybe he must have been beaten and all that. So that's how she set up this CCTV camera. And that video, the main video, was released finally today. Yeah, the video wasn't too nice to be released, but at the same time, there were too much of, like, a lot of Darting Thomases. So they really wanted to see. People were requesting for the video. But from what I learned, Princess didn't give approval for that video to be released. But I think who released it? Is it Punch or something? They released that video. And it was so obvious and glaring. Immediately, Princess and the CCTV guys left the sitting room and told this guy, I'm going to see them off. I might be a while. It didn't even take how many seconds. This guy started touching this little girl. She's 14. For crying out loud. Yeah, I heard some people saying she's 14, she's not that a minor. Do you know what some 14 years are doing of recent? Can you imagine that? Yes, I know there are some white kids, but this particular one, it involved a molestation case. Stop it! So imagine, the woman left, wasn't involved to how many seconds, started touching and doing that to the girl. And some people were saying, why didn't the guy resist? Why didn't she shout or run away? This was a little girl that had been briefed. Yeah, it wasn't really good for her to revisit that trauma. But for there to be evidence, in my own opinion, I think what they did wasn't so bad. Because we know how people are. We are Nigerians. They are always that thing. Because if they didn't take this case so serious and all that, this man will walk away freely. And who knows how many kids he has done this particular stuff to? Who knows? Do you understand? He started molesting, he started harassing this guy and all that. Yeah, the girl didn't fight off that much. But once in a while, for those who watched the video, you will notice that once in a while, she was trying to push away and all that. You understand? And how can a man be sucking the thumb of a little girl? Doing all those nasty stuff. In fact, I couldn't finish watching that video. I got to hear about the many stuff he did from comments on the comment section on Instagram. It's all over Instagram. Like, how can you still defend someone like that when it's so obvious? People are saying that it was set up. Okay, what if you were set up? Couldn't you resist the urge? What do you find attractive in a 14-year-old girl? George, I'm talking. What do you find attractive in a 14-year-old girl? That is sick. I don't understand how people take things. Gosh, it wasn't a good sight at all. Like, people were still defending this art after I've seen the video. Yeah, a lot of people didn't like that the video was uploaded, but I think they uploaded it for Darting Thomases. You understand? Yes, sis, I think that is it, because if this happened to their kids, I don't think they'll be taking it or talking the way they are talking. And this thing they are doing now is making it difficult for the for the others, rape victims, to speak up, because nobody's going to believe them. They will just knock it aside, or they'll say, okay, imagine someone saying she's 14 is not so young, she was even enjoying it. What is the meaning of all that? This is someone that was told to act. You understand? So there was no way she was going to struggle so much, so the evidence won't be cut off. Do you understand, guys? So I don't understand how some people still find a way to defend this rubbish. People shouldn't shout, I'm on live video. So I don't know how they could defend this rubbish. Do you understand? It's so annoying. And as if that wasn't enough, seeing all that on the internet for the past days, that has been all over the internet and all, then the case of a young girl in Calabar who went to Uyo for job seeking came up. She saw an advert for a job vacancy, for interview or something, and she went very far from her place, like 2 hours away, I guess. And I think when she got there, things went out of hand, and she made a frantic call to her friend, but the phone was cut off and all that. and she went missing. The friend put out like a distress. I don't, how will I say it? Okay, the friend came online to alert people that my friend went missing. She gave me a call. Now I don't know what is going on, blah blah blah, for them to help her find a friend and all. Unfortunately, she didn't come out of it alive. It was learned that she was killed, even molested and buried in a shallow grave. Lord, what is going on in Nigeria? This is too much. Not long ago, bandits are kidnapping people, killing people. They killed some university students. This is becoming so annoying. Like, things are really happening there that I'm so scared for my family, my friends, and my loved ones. I don't even know what is going on anymore. I don't know. As for this actor's case, I don't know. What is your opinion, guys? Because if you are consistent with Instagram, especially on Instagram, Twitter, the whole news, the case is all over the place. A lot of people have different opinions, but the part that hurts me more is those people really supporting this act, saying this guy was set up and he could sue. Can you imagine? Okay, let's assume it was set up. So you cannot resist a minor. If you were really set up, must you touch a minor? Must you go and molest a minor? She's 14, for crying out loud. What is attractive in a 14-year-old? With all the women in the world, beautiful women, he's an actor that can forget any woman of his choice. So imagine how many kids this man has done this thing to. Can you just imagine it? Because I can't just wrap it around my head. People are saying, why these people reported about it 7 years ago when it happened. 7 years ago, this little girl, she was small and all that, and she couldn't talk. I don't know. Maybe she was threatened. A lot of victims like that, they are being threatened. They are being warned not to say nothing. You understand? Guys, I'm sorry for shouting earlier. My kids, they never allow me to do live videos in peace. I really love to do live videos, but having 2 boys, toddlers, it's a lot, guys. So like I was saying, now everybody has an opinion, and some are saying even the foster mother, Princess, who set up the camera, and the others, they should be arrested too, because they allowed a minor to undergo the trauma twice. Yeah, the trauma part, I do understand it, but imagine if they didn't do that, as in if they hadn't done the CCTV and all that, how would people have believed, or how would they have caught this guy? Because this thing might continue just like that. Only on YouTube. Sis, you have to be on Instagram or Twitter. That is where the whole news is going on. It is hot there. Like, every day I wake up, I just open it and I see one bad news and the other, and I'm like, what is going on? Paul, mommy is busy. Like, there's so much bad news on Twitter, Instagram, those 2 places. If it's not somewhere burning in Nigeria, it is bandits kidnapping people, or bandits murdering people, or someone got in one chance. Like, too many things going on at the same time that it is really tiring. It is tiring, guys. I don't know. I just pray, let us all stay safe out there. Imagine the other young girl now I told you about. This girl didn't go for anything unusual. She just went. She wanted to better her life. She wanted a job. She saw a vacancy and she went. And this girl's story, guys. Yes, this girl's story, it reminded me of me one time. This should be about maybe 10, 11 years ago. I can't remember correctly. Yeah. I remember one time I was going for an interview too. I cannot forget that experience. I was going for an interview. I went to the place, the number that was put for the interview. I forgot where I got that interview, but I remember this episode vividly. I went. It was a compound around Ikeja, in Lagos, Ikeja area. I got there, and there was a security guy. His face. My sister, it's really sad. So I got to this interview venue. Yeah, at Ikeja. I remember it very well. There was a guy at the gate. He wasn't just in a security uniform, but he looked like the security. I entered. There was a girl already there waiting too, sitting at the bench. So I joined and I sat. The funny thing, in the main building, it didn't really look like an office. It was like a residence, I don't know, upstairs. And so a guy came out before, peeped, and went back inside. Do you understand? Like, to see how many people have been. Like, I thought, okay, it was part of the people that was going to interview us and all that. He peeped and went back inside. Then, guys, not up to maybe 10-15 minutes later, you know how they do in Nigeria when you go for interview, how they make you wait and all that. Sis, new business, sis, going slow. It's not so fast as I want, but God is in control. I'm getting orders bit by bit, but it's slow, but what can I do? I'm really relying on God. God will take control. Thanks for asking, sis. Thank you. I appreciate it a lot. So, like I was saying about my interview, so not up to 15 minutes, another guy came and checked us out and went back inside. So the other girl sitting with me, she was kind of feeling well. And me, already, when I saw this second guy too, I was thinking, wait, is it just the two of us that came for this interview? Because the other guy was kind of a bit older than me. I was really young then. Or, I don't understand. So I started feeling somehow. The security guy will peep a glance at us and move again. Like, look and move again. So one of the guys came and said, who was the first person that came amongst the two of you? I pointed to the older girl. The other girl was not saying, no, don't worry, you can go first, I will wait. Me too, my heart wasn't in it anymore. I told her no, she should go. She came before me. The security guy confirmed that yes, this girl came before this other one. So she went inside, guys. She went inside. I know I'm not supposed to hear when they're interviewing people, but everyone was kind of silent and like I wasn't really hearing much. What was going on? Is it just the two of us? This time my body was kind of shaky. I already got bad signal that this is not going to go well. This is not what I bargained for. This is not what I came for. Now my problem was how to leave the compound. The gate, the small gate to the building, was not padlock but kind of lock. The security guy was there. But one thing I noticed about the security guy was he too wasn't too comfortable. Like maybe he doesn't like what was going on inside and all that. So I asked the guy, please, is there somewhere I can buy card here? That I really need card for my phone. The guy said, it's down the road, but you can't go now. Finish your interview. I said, please, it's very important. I need to tell my friend because I didn't want to tell him that I need to call my mom or my sister or somebody that will trigger off anything because I already had this bad feeling already. I need to tell my other friend that is coming for this interview that to come, that they've started. Do you understand? That they've started so that she can come and meet me here because I think she's running late, maybe traffic. And I said, you want to call your friend? I said, yes. He was not trying to look for his phone. Let me give you my phone to call. I said, like, I really had that sense. Sometimes I said, no, don't worry. Most times, this girl, once she sees a number she doesn't know, she doesn't pick up. Like, I need to call her so that she can continue to. It's both of us that really want this job. And I said, okay. If I point it to you, can you go? Maybe I should go and help you buy. I don't know. Maybe that was really out of his job, but maybe God just wanted to help me one way or the other. I don't know. He suggested that he would go and help me buy the card. I was already targeting what to do. So I was checking for my bag. I was standing by the gate already while I was telling him. So I was checking on my bag. So I bought that money. I had, if I remember correctly, only 500 naira with me. And that 500 was supposed to take me back home too. To Ajah. I stay in Ajah. Imagine Ikeja to Ajah. I gave him the 500 naira. So immediately I gave him, he said, okay. So he started opening the gate. Meanwhile, I haven't heard anything from the people that have been inside. The person that they've been interviewing, I haven't heard nothing. Hey, don't talk, I'm talking. I haven't heard nothing. So he opened the gate. As he opened it to come out, guys, I was waiting, not now that I had given birth. I squeezed underneath his arm and made sure I came out of the gate too. And thank God the street is not as lonely as those bad places that people, there were few people moving about and all that. I squeezed myself and I came out in front of me. He was kind of shocked and said, auntie, go inside now, we'll buy it for you. I said, no, don't worry. Let me just follow you there. So let me make the call. Yeah, I don't want to disturb. No, auntie, this guy was trying to force me. Like, he was already scared that maybe he's going to lose his job. Do you understand? That he wasn't allowing me to come out of the gate since I was already inside. I said, no, I will stay. So we started trying to argue. Then the next thing, do you know what I did? I just started walking fast. He wanted me, girl, come. He was trying to hold me. No, don't worry. Let me go and buy your car. No, don't worry. At this time, I already knew something was really wrong because I haven't heard the voice of that other girl. And this, let me just say, this thing has been going on for almost, the guy has been inside for 25-30 minutes thereabouts. I started walking fast. This guy was saying, babe, come and take your money. I said, no, don't worry. Because at this time, my spirit already told me this thing that is going on, it's not normal. It's not normal at all because the other girl already had a sign, but since she had no choice, it was her turn to go in. She had to go in. Do you understand? I started walking fast. I walked so fast because the building to the junction, there were few people walking about, but it's not a busy street. It's like a very quiet street. The building to the junction is a bit far. I don't know. I can't calculate it kilometers thereabout. So I walked down to the junction fast. The guy was at the gate, confused. He didn't know what to do because I think he didn't want to cause much of a scene by yelling or chasing after me and all that. But he was trying to tell me, oh yeah, take your money. No, I said no. I walking. After I got to the junction of that place had really a small, like a kiosk where they sell stuff there. When I got there, I took a sign of relief, and the express road was just for me to cross and go to the other side, and there's the express. So when I got there, I said, okay, I'm out of danger, but see, so I don't know what I go do now. I cannot ever forget this episode. This guy's case that happened now just made me remember everything. So when I got there, I said, okay, now I'm out here. What next? I have no money to get home. What do I do? Hey, God. But I said, okay, first things first. And to be sincere, even my phone, I had no card. So who do I call to come and rescue me or send me money or do this? What should I do? Guys, that's how I started walking bit by bit, across to the other side, to the busy side. Then I had a choice of maybe taking a taxi and getting home to pay, or just looking for whatever way to go home. But the truth is, if I take a taxi, guys, I'm not even sure. I don't have much money at home. I was alone in my house then to pay. Nobody at home to pay for me and all that. So what is going to happen? I really needed to get out of this vicinity. But thank God I've already crossed to the other part that was busy. So these people, they lost me. God knows. I don't know what happened to the other girl. Maybe it was re-interview, but I never knew. But everything was off, guys. Something told me, live there. And that's why I left. So I said, okay, how do I go home, guys? Something I've never done in my life. And when I see people do it in Lagos, I'm always angry. When I see people say, please, sir, help me with 500. I don't have transport to go home, please. Guys, I did it. I just got shame out of my face. I asked the first person, just look me and walk away, a woman. I was so shy, but I had no choice because, guys, the interview was fixed for 1 p.m. I got there around 12:40, 12:45, if I remember correctly. So this time, the time was around to 2:02 thereabouts, if I remember correctly, past 2 thereabouts. And I needed to leave this area soon because going to Ajah is not easy. Traffic and all. I didn't care. That's how I started begging. I went to another guy, this time a guy, because a woman I begged first. So I told the guy that, please, I'm stranded. I couldn't say my story. I don't know who is who. I'm stranded. I really need money. I opened my purse for him to see so that you don't think that I'm one of those Lagos people that usually beg on the road, because there are a lot of them like that. So I said, oh, okay, where are you going? I told him my area where I'm going to. So, okay, I don't have much, so please take this 100 naira. This guy gave me 100 naira. 100 naira will take me to CMS, for sure. From there to CMS, Ikeja to CMS. 100 naira will take me there. So, even less than, I think I paid not 30 or 40 naira, I can't even remember. So I was getting halfway to my house. What to do? I got to CMS. I said, okay, What else should I do now? I have like 16 naira left. Guys, I begged again cut a long story short. I begged someone else who gave me another 100 naira, and that's how I went home that day. And when I got home, I called my cousin when I got home finally. At least I had some change left with me. If I remember, I can't even remember. And I called on the business center there. That see what happened. My cousin Blessing. Her name is Blessing. See what happened. And she told me that you're lucky, that thank God your instinct told you to live there. That it seems like it was a scam, that something bad would have happened. That I was really lucky that I thought of a way to leave that place. That if not, hey God, that then I couldn't think straight, because while in the bus and going home and all that, I was imagining what is happening with that girl. What happened? What happened? And why was that guy insisting for me to come back home and take my money? That okay, don't worry. Why was he kind of shocked when I squeezed myself and came out with him? Because he didn't expect it. He didn't expect that I would do that. I was very slim then. So that's how I was saved that day. And ever since that day, I've always warned people to be very careful, interview, or even going to meet anybody you meet on social media, you started with on social media and all that. It is very, very risky. It is risky. And this is what happened to this poor young girl in Calabar. Left her place in Calabar to Uyo. Imagine, to go seek for a job to better her life. It's not as if she just walked anyhow now. She went to meet man, like some people will claim. She wanted a job. Even she tweeted it on Twitter that she just wants a job, something to better. As in, she seems very intelligent. She sounded very intelligent. And that's how she lost her life. Now I heard, okay, the people have been caught, the people involved, that even the guy involved, the father is among. Hey, Tessie baby. Welcome, darling. That the father is involved, to that he knows what is going on, and it seems like that guy's not the only victim. Even when I started reading some stories on Twitter again, some people coming up that this particular guy, I've encountered him, blah blah blah. A particular guy who said her, after molesting her, he wanted to kill her, and she started begging and begging and begging, and this girl told her that the guy told her that, okay, before I change my mind, just start running. That was how she escaped. She even described the building and all that. So what is going on through the mind of people like this? Because I don't understand the reason for killing. Some people said they wanted to, they just use the body parts for, their this ritual stuff, which I really don't believe much. But I don't understand. Are they just psychotic, or they are serial killers? I don't know. God, too much bad news on the internet. It's killing. My head is boiling. Every time I open the internet, I see one bad news. If it is not bandits kidnapping people or kidnapping school children and all that, it's what am I even saying? A rape case and all that. Too much nonsense going on. Too much nonsense. Tessie, what can I do now? You just open. Yes, I follow a lot of blogs, because of my other channel, which is an entertainment channel, the news channel. But these days, I am just so weak to put out these stories that I cannot. It's traumatizing. You just go on the internet, you go on blogs, you see this one is killing the wife, a husband kill the wife kill the husband, and then a bandit kidnap, then now this actor's case is just everywhere. And the part that is annoying me, that made me do this video, is those people that are supporting this actor, saying that 14 years. Imagine some of the words some people are saying. 14 years is not such a minor. Do you know what a lot of 14 years are doing these days? Yes, I know they are white kids, like I said. Yes, some 14 years they have opened their eyes so wide that, okay, they do stuff. But this particular girl, this is something that's happened to her 7 years ago before. Okay, she couldn't talk. Maybe she was threatened and all that. And when she finally talked, they wanted evidence. And they had to do what they had to do. Seriously, I don't even blame them for setting up that camera, because thank you, 14 years is still a baby. I'm telling you. Someone is saying that, after watching the video, someone who said, how would you think that guy was enjoying the touching and all that? My sister, you are right, oh. You see me with the kids now shouting. We really need to watch something that calms the nerve, because why this thing is bothering me so much. I have so many families in Nigeria. All my siblings are there. And I have minors as siblings there. I have parents. I think too much nonsense is just going on that my head is boiling. And to think that I went to the comment section of this old stuff, There are a lot of guys supporting this. So I'm imagining this. So there are a lot of crazy, weirdo, pervert out there, as in guys. For them to support this, even after seeing all the evidences. There's the evidence of where this guy was confessing, telling the woman, Princess Sikomedia, I am sorry, it's a spiritual problem, I'm sorry, blah 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 blah. His fly was open. So why was that open? Did Princess open that fly? Because people were saying no, he was just talking on that duress, that he was tortured. Yes, Tracy, that is what I'm saying. A lot of guys, they are supporting because they are doing it. They are doing it. No kids are safe. Even, not just female kids. Men, no kids. They are not safe. Imagine, you'll be scared to leave your kids with even family, because some families even do worse. Okay, this guy was like a family to Princess. They were very close. She has helped him in the past. And he had the mind to defy her foster child. Imagine. Does it make sense? How people are defending this act? It beats me. Like, seriously. Saying the little girl was enjoying it. Why did she scream? Are you both daft? After hearing that this thing was set up, she was schooled or taught what to do, that tried to bear it. I know it's not something very nice, but we need to have evidence. Because imagine if they didn't have any evidence at all. Just imagine it. Because even with evidence, people are still saying, no, it's not right. It's a setup. They want to spoil this guy's career and all that. What career does he have? Someone I don't even know. Okay, maybe Yoruba people, they know him because I heard he's a Yoruba actor, but I don't even know him. I only knew about him now. You understand? So, what kind of rubbish is that? Can you imagine? God help our children, Utesi. This is really traumatizing. It's annoying. Anybody supporting this, set up or no set up, why did he fall? Even if it was a setup, why did he fall for a minor, 14-year-old? There are bigger girls out there. Why did he fall for the trap? If really it was set up, he couldn't even wait for the woman to leave. It was even up to like 3 seconds. He started going around, checking around the old rooms to see if anybody was still in the house. And when he was satisfied that nobody was in the house anymore, he started touching this girl. Even dragged the girl close to him. The guy was trying to resist. If people watch, thank you, sis. Career of people. Career. I don't understand. Dragged the girl. Started to rubbing her legs. Then told the girl to take off his shoes. Sucking her thumbs. God. I hope the girl got justice too, because they have to use that guy as example, because the way people are supporting him, it's making me really scared that there are too many perverts out there. Too many. I'm telling you. They are supporting nonsense even after seeing the evidence. That they're saying, why would she set up the camera in the first place? And they're making the girl go through the trauma again. Okay, now with evidence, you people don't believe her. So what if she didn't come with any evidence at all? The case would have been swept under the carpet and this man will walk free. Who knows how many kids this guy has done this thing to? Do you understand? It's really annoying. Nigeria. Too many. There are other kids there. If only they could just come out to come and say their own part, to come and talk. The other kids this guy must have done these things to. But do you want water? Go and give to daddy. Take. Go and give to Baba. So who know how many? Give to Baba. Baba will give you water. You don't want me, okay? You will wait till I finish my video, okay? In a while. This is annoying. This is annoying. So guys, that is just the little gist I have for you guys today. That's what I wanted us to come and discuss, talk about this evening. You understand? And the girl that was murdered just because she wanted a better life. There are too many episodes. That girl's case just made me remember my own case. I cannot forget that my own case. Tessie, it's really it's painful. I'm tired. I'm just praying that they don't try to justify this case at all. That guy has to serve time. He has to pay for his crime. Yes, I hope he gets help and goes to therapy, because I'm sure she's really traumatized, because I heard all these years she hasn't been doing well. She has been misbehaving and all that. Take, honey. She has been misbehaving and all that. I just hope she gets help. Okay, guys, that is actually all I have for this video. That is what I brought on the table to discuss. This Baba Ijesha. Yeah, the guy is called Baba Ijesha, the pervert. His name is Baba Ijesha. Yeah. A Nigerian actor. Yoruba actor. The news is all over Instagram, Twitter, even on Facebook. It's all over. God help us. God help us, our children. We don't even know who to leave our kids with anymore. Because no kid is safe. Be a boy, be a girl. None is safe at all. At all. Some women that came out to defend this guy. One was saying the guy didn't do it. He's impotent. How do you know? Maybe does he just like women? He likes kids. How can someone who like kids? God protect us. My darlings, so that is all for this live video today. I just wanted you guys' opinion, what you guys think about this whole thing going on. It's tiring, it's painful, I don't know. May God see us through. So guys, that is all for this live video. I'll be leaving now. I'll be taking my leave. My kids again. Yeah, they're all over me. I have to go and take care of them. So guys, thanks for joining this live. I really appreciate you all that joined. Sister Faith, Tessie, and everyone that joined this live. Thank you so much. I will see you in my next live video. Oh, Tessie, you want for a walk? Thank you, Sis Faith. Thank you very much. God bless you. Bless your family. Thank you too. Good evening. Have a good evening, you guys. Ciao, ciao.